What's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook and all the social media networks? Once again, it's TMDE Sports in collaboration and conjunction with Cleveland 13 News. We got an interesting show for y'all tonight. We're going to keep it short and sweet. But my man from My Dogs podcast, Thorell Pettyway, is in the building. Thorell, let them know, my player. What's good, man?
What's good? What's good? This is your boy Thorell from the My Dogs podcast, where my opinions are always just my opinions. Let's get into it today. It's all Cleveland over here. Let's go. What we talking about today, sir? What's good?
No doubt. I like the layout, my brother. I like the layout, man. My man just did his thing. He got all the orange and brown. He got the Cavs. Everything that represents Cleveland, Ohio to the fullest. I appreciate you, my brother, man. It is what it is.
You know what they do when the celebrities and all that stuff come to the finals and all that stuff. They always want to bring their ring, so I had to bring mine. I had to bring my ring. I had to do a little something. It's just a little light work. Usher ain't the only one that don't play that get one. I also brought my baby the championship ring. I mean a trophy. Y'all might have saw this at the parade. These are the actual beads from the parade that I was there. Let's go, Cleveland, stand up.
No doubt. Woo, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. That's a lot of hardware, man.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And while we're speaking on it's that time now. It's that time, as you well know, man. We got from the West Coast, the Dallas Mavericks are representing the West Coast, and in the East Coast we have the Boston Celtics. It is what it is. So, my brother, I gotta ask you, man. I know last time me and you talked, we was talking about Kyrie and how you felt like this is like Kyrie's moment to prove to the whole world that he could get it done without LeBron. But is he really getting it done without LeBron? So I got to ask you, he's teamed up with Luka. Luka handling the business. They both put up 30 points the other day. They closed them out. Shout out to, man, hey, the Timberwolves did a great job, but what do you think about that right now as far as the West Coast and the onslaught? Can they be beat? Do you think Kyrie is going to get another ring? Go ahead, let it go, my brother.
Well, I mean, when Kyrie, how you were saying that about my statement, because I said I wanted to see Kyrie winning without LeBron, and you trying to make a statement, is he actually winning it if he's not the focal guy? But would they be here without Kyrie? No. No. Kyrie got game winners. Kyrie is doing the same thing he did in Cleveland. Kyrie is contributing to the way that he's supposed to do. So, I mean, Kyrie is a main factor. Now, we go deeper into the roster, then because I went and looked. I didn't know that Hardaway Jr. was on the squad. Now, if Kyrie was back there, then you could talk about my boy. But Kyrie is the main dog, is one of the main dogs. So can't talk about Kyrie. But that Boston Celtics, they deep. They deep. They about as deep as the last time they won a championship with when they had Ray Allen, they had Paul Pierce, they had Garnett, they had Rondo, where every day you didn't know who's going to lead the team in scoring. So that's the one thing about it.
Yeah, this is going to be I think this is going to be, honestly, I did not expect Kyrie to be here. I honestly didn't. I'm just being 100%, because Kyrie is he's a head case, but he seemed like he's kind of fell into his own this year. From coming from Cleveland and then going to Brooklyn and then moving around, and now he's in the West Coast. And I kind of got to give it up to him because, they clown Kyrie so much about the world is flat and all that old crazy stuff. Everything that Kyrie believed in with the COVID, he didn't get the shot and all this good stuff. And look where he's at now. And to me, he seems more composed, more focused on the game plan. And I'm doing it without LeBron. And I don't really you know, Kyrie's still a superstar to me. Would you not say Kyrie's still a superstar?
Oh, he is a superstar, but he gets, to me, wrongly accused as everything that you just stated. Kyrie hasn't changed. Kyrie is Kyrie, and people want a yes man in these industries, and that ain't Kyrie. The only thing that's changed about Kyrie this year from any other year is he's healthy. Besides that, Kyrie been standing on 10 toes on himself, his own man. He a man first, and that's how in his beliefs, and he stands strong on them. Like I mean, half of us didn't want to go get the shot for COVID. Now Kyrie said he don't want to get the COVID, and he a bad man. They human too. Just because I play this sport, man, come on, man. That don't mean I gotta go get no shot if I don't want it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Half of us don't have it, but we're gonna force him to go get it, man. That don't make no sense.
I feel you. I done had like 3 series of that. I had to, because I work for the government. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Kyrie, man, and Luka. Let's talk about Luka, man. Luka, woo, man, he's a bad man. He's a bad man. And it's crazy how, and I'm not trying to be racial or nothing like that. And it seems like the white presence has shown itself this year. And not only has the white presence shown itself, I'm not talking about entitlement or privilege or nothing like that. The presence over the last 2 years in the NBA has been Luka or Joker. Am I lying or not?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, and we seem like we've lost focus. Like Curry's no more Curry. People not tripping on Curry like that. You know, LeBron is still LeBron. Durant is taking a slide back. Harden's taking a slide back. And other players, you know, we got Donovan here in Cleveland. And I don't know, it seemed like, and now Caitlin Clark is the focal point to everything that's going on in the women's. And they giving her off. They giving her the business. No, but we might gonna elaborate on that. I don't want to get to that just yet, though. So, like you said, I'm happy that Kyrie is in the circle, in this world right now. The lights are on him, and it's just crazy. So, how do you feel about Boston? You know, Tate wasn't in that last game. Your boy Brown handled his business. What is the Celtics' chances of winning this series? I need your opinion, my brother.
Well, and I mean, like ESPN got they got them up like 63%. But and that's why I really wanted to hone in and go back and see how they matched up earlier in the season. But it's gonna be rough. But the only thing that can stop Boston is them threes. They live and die by them 3-pointers. If they hitting, I don't know who gonna beat them. But if they having an off night, then you got a shot. But so I'm gonna have to judge it off of game one, because like I said, Boston, they got 4 or 5 players that can give you 20, that can give you buckets. But then we go to Dallas, it's them two. Who else is Dallas is gonna need somebody else to step up. Dallas gonna need somebody else to step up to help them get through this finals. They're gonna need some help. We're gonna see whose bench is better and all that stuff. That's what it's gonna come down to. With the stars gonna do the star work, but when they need a break, or they getting teed up, they got too many fouls on them. Them bench players is that's what's gonna make it break this game, because the stars gonna do what they do. But how many points is gonna come off the bench will tell the tape.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So if you see Luka and Kyrie doing 30 plus every game, now don't get me wrong, humans are humans. If them two do 30 plus, them the stars from Dallas, and you see Tatum and Brown do, can they match that? Honestly, if I think Boston's going to come out on top in the long picture, the whole grand scheme of things. But if Kyrie and Luka can come out and do 30 a game, 25, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. I think this is going to come down to 7 games. I don't see it. It's going to be, there's no sweeps. There's no blowouts. This is going down to 7 games. No, I'm just going 7 straight out. Do you see any changes? What do you think anybody has the advantage in this series right now that's going down?
Well, then I'm a put the advantage on Boston. I'm gonna put the advantage on Boston, as I was saying. Like the Dallas gonna need somebody else to step up, because like in the playoffs right now, Luka is averaging 28, Kyrie averaging 23, PJ averaging 13. Then it goes down to 9. So you got 28, 22, and a 13. Now you go over to Boston. You got Tatum 26, Brown 25, White 17, Holiday 12, and they got another. They got what is it? They got 5 players that's averaging over 10 points, and Dallas only got 3. So they're going all the way down. They deep. So I give the advantage to them. But Kyrie gonna bring it home.
Woo!
Kyrie gonna bring it home. Can't nobody check him. Tatum can't check him.
Somebody got to go for 40. In Dallas, somebody got to go for 40.
Yeah, they got to. They gotta have Luka gonna have to have a great night, or Kyrie. Whoever's got the hot hand is gonna have to take it, because and that were the advantage, was because Tatum is the Jaylen Brown can play some D, but Tatum is probably the only one that can, with the height wise, that can lock up or maybe handle Kyrie. But who gonna get? I don't know who's going to watch who's guarding who, because it's going to be a mismatch either. Tatum can't watch them both, and Jaylen Brown ain't tall enough to get Luka, so he gonna have to get Kyrie, and Kyrie gonna have him on skates. And if Kyrie hitting, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah. But see, they say, a lot of people say Tatum is known to choke in these type of situations. And this is going to be. I don't care for either team like that, but I'm going to be watching this very carefully. You know what I'm saying? And it just, because you have to love the sport. I'm 6'4", you got height. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a love and appreciation for these guys to be on this platform, perform at that level, and people just come flocking in, and it's just crazy, man. But so let me ask you, before we move on to the next topic, Rico, who do you have winning this series, in your personal opinion?
My personal opinion, who I want to win.
Hey, don't think with your heart, think with your mind, bro.
Who I want to win is Dallas.
Okay.
But I think Boston too strong for everybody. I think Boston too strong. And I was going to ask you, in every sport, they have who they want to win, and then you got to worry about the rest and all that stuff. Do you think that the world want to see, which team do you think that the world want to see win and that they're going to push for? Or do you think they're even?
Ooh. I said before, oh, wow, that's a great question. I said this before. The world turns, it spins, it keeps spinning, it does what it does. And in my personal opinion, Dallas hasn't been there now. The last time Dallas won the championship, who did they beat? You're wearing it on your hat. You know what I'm saying? Well, excuse me. That person who played for it, you're wearing it for. Wow. I think the world would like to see Dallas. But I don't think it's going down like that, man. unless the Mavs go up magnificently in the first two games and they got the Celtics down 2-1, 2-0, then I'm gonna roll with the Mavs. But like I said, I agree with you, man. I think the Celtics are just too deep with Horford and everybody. He's a seasoned veteran. I just don't see it yet unless these guys make such a phenomenal performance. In order to beat Boston, your boys got to go. Both of them got to be in the high 30s. And that's a tall task for just two people. I just don't see it. So I think you're going to see another title because the Celtics are historically they're a great team, and just common sense tells me to roll with the Celtics. If I had to bet money, which I don't like doing on the NBA, I'm at the roll with the Celtics on this one. You know, it is what it is.
I think they'll pull it off, but I don't want it. I don't want it.
No, nobody want it, bro. We got it. Yeah.
And I mean, Dallas. I mean, you gotta love their owner. You gotta love Mark Cuban, man. He been quiet lately, but hey, I love it. Man, they got one of the best owners. So
yeah, Cuban's about his business. He's about his business. So now, before we end this out, the WNBA has been. This is the most press I've ever seen the WNBA ever get. And, you know, with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and the multitude of great female players who come out, man, they've been on Caitlin's ass. If you haven't been paying attention, you know, that's what they've been doing. And they're not playing. They're not giving old girl no pass regardless. So what do you think about the WNBA right now, my brother? What do you think, in your personal opinion?
I mean, me personally, I think the coaches, the way that the hype that they have, the coaches and the players, the owners and all that stuff, they gotta step their game up. And like some of that stuff, Caitlin Clark's heard what her coach say in a press conference. It's cool. But you got now you in the big leagues. You got a big dog on your team. You got everybody watching you. You gotta get some training on how to talk in front of these cameras, talk in front of these press conferences and all this stuff. You and your player, y'all gotta the lights on y'all. Y'all gotta learn. You gotta learn what to say and what not to say. But I mean, it just. But I mean, then with Caitlin, I just think that she just being hated. It's just all hate. She a dog.
Yeah. So do you think this is and I'm going to say it, and I'm just going to be 100 because it's come up with so many different forms. Do you think this is a case of white privilege, honestly, in this form? Or do you think that she's actually that talented? What do you think? My man's Gilbert Arenas said that she's the next Jordan. I'm like, what? Female Jordan? That you can't equate anybody to the next Jordan. And for these people to come out and say that, I'm just like, oh. So what do you think about that, man? Is it white privilege, or just for the situation now that she just fell into it? What do you think on that?
And that's what I was saying. I mean, it's definitely not white privilege. No, she's a dog. She can get buckets. I wouldn't say Michael Jordan. I would say some swoops, or I would compare with a WNBA player, never a NBA player. But I mean, she's a dog, and they gotta treat her that way. They trying to humble her when they just need to quit fighting her and work with her. I mean, what she did in college and all that stuff, and now her teammates, half of them don't want to pass her the ball. They're like, no, you just got here. You're a rookie. You need to learn the ways of the land and all that stuff. But everybody fighting against her, and that could hurt her career, or might hurt her career, because everybody want to humble her instead of like, you great. We got to figure out how to play with you and get you going. Because what gets you going, we gonna get these rings. But
no doubt. But check it out, bro. You just can't let the girl just score. You know, they get paid too. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna let you come in the league and just handle shit just because you Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? They knocking her on the ass. They foul her. They, you know what I'm saying? They Angel Reese damn near got her head knocked the fuck off a few days ago. I don't think it, like I said, I think these girls are, you know, these women are like, yo, when we came in the league, the spotlight wasn't on us like that. You got this great deal. We didn't. We bringing the drama. We bringing the pain to your situation. You will not walk in here on no free meal ticket. You know, and you have to show us if you the gifted one, that one, you got to play for it. And I get it. And it's just, but it seems like there's a lot of African American females. They don't like that. They don't like it at all. Yeah, just being 100, you know.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They fighting against what the future. She is the future. She's the number one pick. She's going to be on the team. They're not going to be on the team. So you got to learn to work with it.
Why is Caitlin Clark the future though? That's what I'm saying. Why is she the future though? That's what I'm saying. Okay. What's wrong with Angel Reese and all the other girls? Why is Caitlin Clark?
No. I'm only speaking of that team. I'm not speaking of no. Okay. When I'm speaking, I'm only speaking of her team. Nowhere else. I'm only speaking of her team needs to learn. Because in every sport, you're the future if you're the number one pick. You're the future, and I mean, you just gotta. This the same way that I always say in football about the Baltimore Ravens. They drafted Lamar Jackson. And guess what? First rookie year, he was all right. But guess what? They humbled themselves and said, yeah, you are future. We're going to go back and get your playbook from college to make you great. We got to humble ourselves and do what makes you great. And that's what her teammates got to do. But I mean, every rookie, even Kobe sat on the bench. And I mean, you're a rookie, but eventually she's going to shine and you're going to have to get out of her way. You gotta get out of her way or go somewhere else. She's what people coming for. She's what people tuning in for. So you gotta let her find her shots and let her do her. I mean, because if she was black, we'll be saying the same thing. But she's white, so we like, oh no, she can't get the keys to the car yet. She got to earn it. But if she was black, we'd be all supporting her like we do Dion. Oh man, they treating her wrong. Why ESPN write this? Why ESPN write that? If she was white, they wouldn't be writing this. But come on, man, this is a sport, man. Let her do her thing, man. Let her shine.
I don't know, man. I don't know about letting her do nothing. I'm just, if the talent is there, it's there. Mm-hmm. If she's that good, then she's that good. But I'm not letting her do shit. That's just me. I'm just saying, if you respect is earned, man. It's not given. You know what I'm saying? So if you're that good, if you're that type of player, regardless of whatever you do, if you the man or the girl or whoever the case may be, then your aura, like they said, Rick James, your aura. I seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know yet. With 20 points, I don't expect her knocking down all this crazy stuff she was doing in college at Iowa. I don't expect all of that. But they ain't giving her no passes. And I believe in that. I'm not giving Caitlin Clark no passes because she's white. I'm not giving her no passes because she's black. If you that good as an individual person, then it is what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. It's gonna come. It's gonna come eventually. She's gonna show everybody like rookie quarterbacks and all that stuff. They be like, ooh, because I remember when Tyreek Hill said that Mahomes. He said Mahomes was garbage when he first saw him in preseason. Now look who he the best guy. I mean, they only played with about 5 or 6 games. The WNBA just started. This is her rookie year. She went from college, so I mean, come on now. You got to give her some time, and I don't know how they get down in the WNBA, but my dog Kobe, the Black Mamba, he had problems with people Kobe's like might be the only player in the NBA that played almost any and everybody one-on-one. You need to pass the ball. Let's go one-on-one. He smashed everybody. Everybody. He showed them, like how you said she got to earn it. He earned his. He played everybody one-on-one on his team that thought they was better than him, that wanted the ball, and he smashed them. He showed them why he got the ball and why he taking the last shot.
Ooh. Oh, Lord have mercy.
That's my dog.
Hey, shout out to the Black Mama and his family, man. And
yes,
we up against it, man. I ain't think we was gonna go this far with it, but this is, these are the type of deep conversations I like to have, because it goes beyond just black and white. And people who watch the show, people want to know, they want their real perspective. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not a hater at all. Not when it comes to that. Like I said before, earlier in the show, if you're that good, then you're that good. And I'm going to respect that. And see, the crazy thing is that the WNBA, they need that type of publicity when it comes to that player who's that breakout player. They keep complaining about the money. Well, he's getting $20 million for a year, and I'm getting $20 million for 10 years. And no doubt, because a lot of people don't go to these games. And man, watching the women's finals from the last two collegiate years, that was amazing. And everything that they did, I was like, yo, these chicks is knocking shit down. And it's different. They're more athletic. Like you said, the Swopes, you said it earlier. Lisa Leslie. Different people like that who played the game for the WNBA is elevated now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I can't say if Caitlin Clark is going to be the poster girl for this new movement, but I would like to. I've never been to a WNBA. Have you been? Have you been to a game?
Oh, no.
No doubt. I would like to.
Mind.
Yeah. Correct. Now, in the last couple of years, I wouldn't mind going to. Okay, I'm gonna check out the Fever. I'm gonna check out the Rush. I'm gonna check out some of these female just to see the energy. So she's bringing something to the sport, and like you said, she didn't get drafted number 1 for no reason.
And guess what? And guess what? Now that you saying that you want to check this out, check that out, and how much TV time they getting because of her, how much money that they getting because of her.
You're right.
And one player in the NBA that they give all these stars give credit to is Michael Jordan. They had, they had their Magics, they had their Lakers, they had Showtime, they had all of that. But every NBA player after Mike, they all said, we didn't see no real money until Mike came. Mike came, all the TV cameras, all ESPN, all this stuff. They said, Mike, we thank you. We getting paid now because of you. So hey, they better get in line and be thanking Caitlyn, because they getting paid because of her. Or going to be getting paid.
No doubt. So hey, if you don't know, excuse me. Make sure you get you can get your Caitlin Clark jerseys. You can get your Caitlin Clark at fanatics.com. Make sure you follow the link and go ahead and order that. All the Fever, all of that good stuff, man. And it is what it is. And I got to give a shout out for my boy. Hey, Player Pimp. Tell them where they can find you.
It's your boy Thorough from the My Dogs podcast on all social media, baby. Search it up. Look for the dog. You gonna find me, your boy.
And make sure I gotta give a shout out real quick before we end the show. We ain't talking about the Browns, but TMD Sports, we are getting ready to launch a new show. It's called From the Raptors. From the Raptors with my boy Aaron Sims, and we're gonna these type of conversations we're really gonna have to give the people a deeper concept, a deeper knowledge of these topics. It's not going to just be on top line, it's going to be bottom line. We want to get in deep and just dig into like why do people feel the way they do. You know, it is what it is. My boy Thorough, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for coming on, bro. Helping a brother out, man. It is what it is. I need my brother to come up here and holler at your boy, man.
Zero problem. I'm gonna make it one of them days. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be on the set. I can't wait to be on the set. I can't wait.
No doubt. And everybody, TMD Sports, and y'all have a great night. And it is what it is. And like I say from every show, let me run that back. Go Browns, bitches. And it is what it is. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.